does it remind you? This whole thing. A clock. Wonderful. Do you know how to read this kind of clock? Not yet. But do you know what these numbers are? So they show hours, right? So this is 12 hours, this is 1 hour, this is 2 hours, right? And these are minutes. So maybe mommy and daddy will tell you more about the clock, and we'll talk more next time about it. Perfect. And because you like to draw, I would like you to pick any design from these pictures and see which one you would like to color in. You'll have the whole week for that. You don't need it to do it one day. Which do you like? This one. All right. It has lots of details. So try to be as creative as you can to show in your colors all these details, okay? All right. Now, in this notebook, I'll be writing some notes, and maybe it's more for myself and for your daddy and mommy, but feel free to, I'm gonna give you some stickers and toys. So feel free to decorate this and your binder with stickers. Okay? All right. So today is our first lesson. I'm so excited. Do you know what day today is? What is today's date? Saturday, August
27th.
27. This is our first lesson, August 27. Wow. All right. Now I'd like you to sit, and I want to see if we have to adjust the height. You know what? I will raise up a little bit for you. We're probably not going to use pedal today, so I'm not going to adjust the pedal, but I want you to feel comfortable. Okay? Scoot forward, put your feet flat. Now, Clara, have you ever rode on a horse or pony? Did you like it? You know what I'd like you to do right now? I want you to close your eyes and imagine you're riding a pony. Okay? And yes, close your eyes, imagine, and see what you need to do, how you need to sit to ride a pony. Now, I see your feet kind of like on their toes. If pony suddenly starts running, you need support, right? So let's scoot a little bit down so you can feel support. And what about your back? You hold the reins, right? And pony is running. So what's happening with your back? You kind of tone up a little bit, right? Because if you sit like that and pony starts running or galloping, what's gonna happen with you? Oh. Yes? So you want to be in control of your horse or pony. And we'll imagine that Piano is our horse, big one, right? Strong one, so we need to be in control. You're the boss, right? Perfect, that's great. So when you practice at home, before you start playing, you think, okay, am I in control of my big, what color is your Piano at home? Big black horse, right? Okay, sweetie. Now, did you find any pieces that you really liked, or you just played through? How? What do you think? Or we can start from the first one and try them.
I like that.
You like that one? I'm ready to listen. Okay. Horse rider, Clara. Good job. You know all the notes so well. Now, what's the name of this piece?
March.
What does it mean?
March.
March. What does it mean? Okay. Can you stand up? And march for me. How do you march? Maybe we march a little slower, right? Bum, bum, bum. And that's why we need to play a little bit slower. Imagine I play like that. March with this.
It's running.
It's exactly. So when we play a piece, we always want to know how it should sound. How fast, how slow, how happy, how sad. And how do you know that? What tells us that? The title of the piece, the tempo mark, it says marching, and the dynamic sign, right? Which is forte. So you want to play horse rider? Yes! Clara's marching, happy marching. Let's try. And here. Clara's marching, happy marching. You can make up the lyric if you want. Good. There you go. Do you know the word legato? Have you heard it? What does it mean?
Look at softly.
Softly? No, no. Think. I don't trust you. Think. Can you play for me 2 notes legato? Maybe it will help you to define it. Play for me any 2 notes legato. Forgot a little bit. Can you start for me your sonatina that you played last time for me? Yes. So when you played like that, it was legato, right? And what symbol do we use to point out to legato? That you need to play legato. We use, what do we call it? Slur, right? But what do we call the touch when we don't have any slurs? Huh? We call it non-legato. It's the opposite of legato. So when you played this piece, I noticed some notes were legato and some were non-legato. So I would like you to try to play everything non-legato. But before we do that, I'd like us to play with you C major scale. I want us to learn a little bit better about non-legato, get familiar with it. I'd like us to play with you C major scale only with finger number 3, like that, look. C, D, E, F. Can we try? And on. C, D, E. I love it. And you know, if you noticed, when we disconnect, our wrist goes a little bit up. Do you like butterflies? I didn't see lots of butterflies this summer. I don't know why. Maybe I didn't look carefully. So let's put it on your wrist. And we will imagine. Oh, it kind of looks indifferent. No, that's fine. We'll imagine that our notes are flowers. And we will fly. Your wrist is so tiny. But it will grow. We'll try to play again. Let's start here. And imagine the butterfly flying from note to note. How's our horse rider doing? Good, flat. Relax, relax. Good. You know what I felt that you wanted to hit a little bit the key. Let's try. You know what this is? Have you seen this? It's a silly or noise party. So when you press in the key, I'd like you to feel like you're pressing into party. How does it feel? Funny? Let's press a little bit stronger and hear some noises. Oops. Let's try again. No noises. Let's try here again. Oh, you can't make any noises? Let me try. Stop making noises. Oh. What you do? So, we will call our keys putty keys or jelly keys. It's like a jelly, right? Well, imagine they are made out of jelly. So we don't want to hit on them. We want to go like we just did with this horse rider. Yes. Oh, nice. Do you hear how beautiful the sound is? And then butterflies flying all the way up and down. Relax, relax, honey. Now, notice how your other fingers relax around your fingers number 3. When you play the piece, your fingers kind of go like that. Go like da da dee, da 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 da. Yeah, and that makes your hands a little bit tired. So when we relax, we feel very comfortable. You know why? Because our hand is made this way, so we can grasp and hold the object, but not like that. And you know that with violin, right? When you hold the bow, can you hold it like a bow? Yes. See, your fingers are relaxed, and they're not stretched. And the thumb is a little under here, right? Here we go. Let's put it down on the keys. Here, I'll take the pen away. Let it go. And that's our natural. And we sometimes call it neutral hand position. Okay? So many things. Relaxed hand, butterfly wrist, and jelly keys. Let's try again. C. We can sing. D. Relax, relax, honey. Now let's go back from G. G. Nice soft hand in my hands. Let it go. D. C. And now, oh, feet. Horse rider. Yes. And now look, butterfly is gonna fly away. Fly, and go. Like that. Would you like to have a butterfly at home to practice with that? Yes? Okay, I'll borrow it to you. I'll give it to you to take home, and you'll bring her back. Where did I put the box?
Irina, do you still have the set of? I remember you had like a set of.
I
These
don't have a
tops.
set. I sell them separately. Those toys.
Yeah,
I have all the toys.
Yeah, I can buy them from you. If it
Sure.
helps.
Then, you know what? I'll give you the new one because this one is already. Remind me after the lesson so I can give you the new one.
I mean, yeah, or I can
You
order
can
them
even-
online. Either way, you sell them online.
You don't want, yeah, but you don't want to pay for shipping.
Sure. Okay. If you have it here, that'd be great. Yes.
Of course. All right, now we'll play the same way the march, going into the jelly keys, using butterfly wrist and relaxed fingers without stretching them. Let's try and see how different it will sound. Do, do, do. Look, your fingers look like that. So when you play, stop doing it. When you play one finger, the other fingers just relax around. Two, I'll help you a little bit. Two, perfect. You are so smart, girl. Now left hand. Gather all the fingers around. Good. Now, as you play fourth finger, gather other fingers around. Nice, jelly kiss. Good. Do, do, do. Like, it sounded like. Let's listen to the whole sound. Yes, nice. Beautiful. Do, do, do. That was so good, Clara. High five. High five. That was better. Okay. How about we'll try. Have you tried this one? This is very fun piece because it's all on black keys. So you look at the note that you are playing all black keys. Okay? Now, there is something new here that I'd like to talk with you first. See this little slur? So this means we are going to play 2 notes legato. And the funny thing and very interesting thing that we played almost like we played with you single note. But the only difference, when we release our wrist to fly up, we just step over to the next key. So here, and it's probably some notes that are harder to read. I'll show you. We'll start from here, and then we'll do the same with the left hand. 2 black keys, and we'll cross over and go down. So that we'll call it, I don't know which word you would like better. We can call it, we can say meow, meow, or we can say sighing, sighing. What do you like better? Any word is fine. Or we can even say Clara. But it's very important that we hear it as like Clara, but not Clara, right? You wouldn't want anyone to say Clara, right? That's not sound right. So why don't we start with you from here? And I'll help you first. I need our horse rider posture. You know, as soon as I say the word horse rider, you immediately go in the right position. I love it. So hopefully we'll start using this less often. Today I'm going to be annoying a little bit. I'm going to say it a lot. But I'm sure with each lesson and at home, we'll start saying it less. So don't worry about it, okay? All right. So take a breath. Clara. Beautiful. Now left hand. And let's, on the black keys, let's play closer to the white keys. Clara. Crossover. Clara. Clara. Go. Clara. Clara. Wonderful. I loved it. And now we'll add first part, which will be non-legato. So we'll combine now non-legato and legato. Watch. I love marching on black keys. Clara, 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 Clara. Let's try. So we use all 5 black keys here. Now, the most important thing is not to stretch over the 3 black keys. Look what you did. You put all fingers at once, but we play 1 finger at a time. So we gather all the fingers around this 1 finger. I love more butterfly wrist. Ching. Left hand. Here. Black keys. And now we'll play Clara. Left hand. Clara. Clara. Beautiful. And now we'll play the same but a little bit quieter. Marching. So much fun. Left hand. treble clef, honey. This is a treble clef. Let's play now. Yes. Now, look at your finger. It's kind of like that. You know what? Oh, where is our horse? It's ran away. Okay. Now, let me teach you a little bit how not to do this. We are gonna play with you tug of war. You know the game tug of war? Okay. I'm gonna hold this sheet with my two fingers, 1 and 2. One is underneath. Turn a little bit toward me. One underneath, 2 is above. Let's try with either hand, whatever you like. But otherwise, 1 is underneath. Let's put some under. Some under. Let me help you, honey. This way. Yes, good. And now, look at my finger. We are gonna pull toward us and see who wins. But the goal is not to do like this. Yes? Pull, 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 pull from me. Pull, pull. I can't believe it. My fingers are so strong and you still won. Let's try again. Some under. Some under. Here we go. Yes. Good. Pull, pull, pull. I won. That's great. Let's try number 3. Number 3 now. Where's number 3? This one. Okay. Let's see if number 3 can be as strong. I don't like when you win all the time. No, I'm kidding. I really love it. You did good. Now, when you play the keys, I need you to imagine that you're pulling a little bit like that, like you just did on the sheet. And another thing, you're in the mask right now, we can't really do it, but imagine you can scratch a tip of your nose. Feel how your finger feels. Can you try to scratch? Find your nose. Yes. Would you ever scratch it like that? No. Great. So when we play left hand, let's try to grasp a little bit like that. Oh, beautiful. Yes. And play a little closer to the white keys. And now let's do legato. It's okay if your finger at first goes like that, but as soon as you notice it, immediately remember tug of war. Yes? Great job. Okay, this is pretty easy. Now, this part is exactly the same as this, but octave lower. It's all in the bass clef, right? And here's a little ending. So, when marching on black keys, you'll play entire keyboard from here to here. Have you ever played pieces like that? Don't remember. That's okay. Now, horse rider. Great. Let's try. Have you tried crying kitty? No. You did? Okay. So, what is it about? Can you tell me why he's crying? What kitties could cry about? Or why is it they could be so sad? Say it a little bit louder, honey. Maybe because they're lonely. Or maybe because he's hungry, right? So, look at these 2 notes. Slurs will say meow, meow. Let's try to meow a little bit, like very sad, lonely, and hungry kitty. Meow. Beautiful meow. Meow. And now we'll say Kitty's crying all day long with the left hand. But we want to remember there will be F sharp. Non-legato. And don't stretch your fingers. Kitty's crying all day long. Yes, now we'll change fingers and do meow again. Meow, meow. Remember to a little bit pull up. Good job. Meow, good girl. Meow, meow. Don't cry, Kitty. We will help. I loved it. I felt that you were really compassionate to this kitty. And I'm sure he will feel so much better soon. And you can, you can color this kitty because it's your book now, right? Ed, do you want to have this book?
Yeah, I'll buy it for you.
Okay. So, because it's yours, you can color it. And you can even draw things around it. So Kitty will feel better. Okay? Alright. So before I forget, let's say solos 1A. Do you like these little easy pieces? Aren't they fun? Yeah? If you want to memorize any of them, you don't have to memorize all of them, would be great. And we will also play them with sound checks. I have sound checks for them. For example, I forgot, but we could try March with you, the very first one, because you know it so well. So, March, and then Black Keys, and Kitty. Before we went too far, let's see how you can play with sound check. Okay, let me get my phone.
So while you're looking for that, do you want her to do those, her instinctual movements with?
Absolutely.
For now, okay. I know you want them to be expressive. That's great. I didn't know if any of it was working against her right now.
Yes, of course. She is very musical, and I saw her eyes when she played about Kitty, and it's amazing. Not many kids could do that. And I'd like her to feel free to do that. But if I notice that it goes against
You'll tell us.
technique and making her slow down, I will notice,
okay.
And I'll fix it, of course. All right. Feel free to ask me any questions at any time, okay? 1A. Let's try March. It's kind of fast. It's kind of fast, right? Do you think you could try? And I don't care if you remember non-legato and this butterfly. Let's do it with sound check just for fun, okay? 3, 4. Don't stress. Wasn't it fun? Okay. Have you noticed Ed when she plays and she always keeps fingers there, and that's why we don't have nice relaxation, and that could eventually turn into huge tension problems. Okay, wonderful. We will play, when you know them better, we will play lots of these pieces with sound checks. Now, you just show me what else you played. It doesn't have to be in the order, because now we already learned with you non-legato a little bit and legato pairs. This one, the crane. How did it sound? Did it sound happy or sad? Happy. Okay, let's play. And have you seen the birds, cranes? Maybe? Yeah, they're big birds. And sometimes they live at little ponds. They eat fish or little frogs or bugs. Yeah? And they have very long legs. And huge wings. When they fly, they soar. And you know about cranes? They could fly thousands and thousands of miles. Their wings are very, very strong, so you can color it too. Okay, let's see. Now I notice we have with you 3 notes under this look and even 4 notes under this. Okay. Do you feel sturdy in our stirrups? Okay. You know what? When you played it, you played actually really good. All the notes correct except one. You have not noticed that this is the same note you played. You noticed, right? Good girl. But I felt it like it was a march too. Bum, 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 bum. But how can you make it sound like a big bird flying? Let me try, and you see what I do differently, okay? You know, I kind of know why, before I ask a question, why you played this note different, because there are different fingers. But it not always mean you have to play different note if fingers change. You can play any note with any finger. They never connected to certain notes. Of course, when we play a scale, we want fingers to go in a row. We don't want to skip any fingers. But in the pieces, the reason why it was changed is because we have a big jump here. So it's not comfortable to jump from here to here. We want to go smoothly. Okay, now, how different was my playing from yours? What was different, what you noticed? It wasn't fast first, right? And it was kind of deep and singing. And singing is kind of like remind us of flying, right? Let's try like that. Forte, forte. That was so much more beautiful. I didn't want to stop you because you played so well. But now I want you to try again, and this time I'd like you to remember what we talked about left hand fingers. You know, sometimes with my students we have like inside joke. When they do like that, I go knock, 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 and they ask, who is there? And I say, it's me, finger inspector. Or finger controller. I want to control your finger. So when I go knock, 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 they go like that. Okay? So I have to knock on your little finger joints. And another thing, remember how we played with you two notes, slurs? We went down like non-legato, and then we release. So if you play like that, look, if I do twice, I'm playing Clara, right? And I want to hear Clara. Let's try. Another thing I wanted to work a little bit with you today. Now, you don't have to remember every single thing I say because I'm talking a lot. Our first lessons, I am talking a lot. But I mostly talk for your daddy and mommy. You don't worry that you need to remember so many things. I'll keep reminding you, but it's more for them so they can help you at home, okay? All right, so look at your fingers. These four look they are shaped exactly the same, except the pinky is a little shorter. So these are longer, but the thumb really looks different, right? And again, it's because of this, because we want to grasp like that. So do you think this finger should play different ways than these fingers? No, because it's the same. The only thing we need to do, because it's short, we need to help it with our wrist a little bit. Look, like when we place finger number 3, our hand is kind of centered around it, right? It's kind of, we can balance on this finger. Then number 4 is a little shorter, and this way our wrist helps a little bit. But for pinky, our wrist helps even more. And that way, pinky can play exactly the same way like other fingers. So we're gonna do a little experiment. I'm gonna play with your finger. Horse rider? Yes. I'm gonna play your pinky. Feel it. And now I'm gonna let you go. Let your fingers go. But you try to stay the same way. Let's see if you can. Okay, it kind of fell a little bit and let go of the key. Try to keep the key down. Where's the sound? Let's try again. Stay. Beautiful. Look at that. Oh my goodness. If you didn't take it away, I would like to take a picture and show it to you. Let's do that. I will take a picture and you'll see it because we can't see it from your position. Okay, we'll play together first. Relax. Can you stand like that firmly and hold? And I'm gonna take a picture. No, it's a little bit collapsing there. Don't push on your finger, honey. After I let you go, you don't have to push. You just keep it there. Okay? Keep it there. Okay? Fine. Don't push. Just stay, 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 stay. You can release. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful finger? Do you want to show Daddy and Mommy? Go ahead, show them. I'll show them. Yes, see the finger? It's tiny little finger, but it could be so strong. Just because of what? Because we used a little bit of the wrist to help, right? I'm curious if you could do it by yourself. Just one note with finger number 5. You're kind of here a little bit too low. So to help with the wrist, pull yourself up a little bit. And we call that wrist motion monkey swing. Do you like the monkey? What's his name? Monkey, monkey on the tree. Let's call him Leo. Okay? So Leo really likes to write on kids' wrists. Here. He's gonna- Okay. Let's try to play. We'll start with finger number 3 and we'll try to write him on your wrist so he can fall asleep. We'll say, wee, wee. We are rocking him to sleep a little bit. Wee. Good job. Excellent. We'll do the same with finger number 4. For 4, we'll need a little more help. Wee. Wee. Relax other fingers. Wee. Wee. And now we'll do with Pinky and see if Pinky can rock the monkey. Beautiful. Monkey swing on the wrist. Monkey swing on the wrist. Monkey swing on the wrist. Yes. Very good. Clara, you did such a great job. We have to stop right now because I've heard Jerry is here. I loved how you played everything, and you are such a smart girl and very, very musical. Have anybody told you before that? No? Am I the first one who tell you how smart you are? Okay. Very good. So, we'll continue doing the pieces that we started today, but please don't stop her from trying the other ones. Great. Now, it's a lot of information for today. You can turn off the